Oh, it's not flipped. Flip. Hello. I don't know why, but it's not flipped. You guys. There we go. It wasn't flipped a second ago. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay. So, just ignore that first part where it was messed up. Okay. So here is an introduction to my kit for the month of May. It's very neutral. It's quite masculine, which is funny because, of course, the first thing I was going to do is a photo of my cat, but it was actually thinking I had to scrap lift a layout from Joanne for her her 2,000 subscriber, and she does mostly flowery stuff. So I didn't really want to use flowers because none of my stuff in my kit has flowers. And yeah, if I had done it last month when I should have probably done it, probably wouldn't have had to worry about the flower thing. Okay, so where did it go? There it is. Okay, so the original inspiration kit for this month is from one of our design team people on the Counterfeit Kit Challenge design team, and her name is, I think it's Lisa, or maybe it's Jolene. I think it's Lisa. She chose a kit called Noteworthy from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. It is a very, I mean, I should normally like it because it's not very girly, but I had a hard time because, you know, that's what happens. Trying to find my link to it for my photos. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying not to have to scroll. By the way, International Scrapbook Day is coming up this weekend. I'm wondering, is Jolene. She's the one who is hosting our kit this month. I'm wondering if anybody is going to be, if you guys are joining in any hops or any events or lives or Zooms or anything like that on Saturday. I think it's going to be a super fun day. Okay, but I have to do this quickly because I have other stuff to do. But here's the kit. So, let's start with some of the things that I noticed from this kit. The colors. This is what I do. Okay, here's my book. You can see I did this in May, January, April, May. The colors. I look at the kit and I write down what colors I see right away. I write down the patterns that are jumping out at me. I write down some of the embellishments that I think I can copy in whatever way I can copy them. So this month, what I did first, I don't remember if I pulled the paper or the inks, but I think I pulled ink first. So these are the inks that I pulled, sprays. And don't know why I pulled this one as a stain and these as a oxide. And that's actually a stain because probably don't have the oxide on me. These are the colors that I thought were kind of predominantly in this kit. So if you look at the colors, the papers, we've got a lot of we've got this wood grain and we've got some kind of muted blue, dusty blue maybe. We've got this one that has the letters, which is really cool. We've got keys. We've got green, dark green. There's a little bit of navy that plays in here. When you see the design team, what they did with this, I see a lot of navy pulling in. This almost looks like a navy. It's kind of just like a dark green. There's a plaid. There's some of this look of not grungy, but kind of grungy, which is perfect because the May Counterfeit Kit with Style theme is actually grungy look. So I like this golden yellow flowerish, florally looking thing. It's not really flower. Somebody said, oh, Scrapbook Generations. Cool. I don't know why my phone went dark, but I don't think it's dark. I don't know. Hopefully y'all didn't notice it was dark. So Scrapbook Generations is doing something. NCM advisor. Cool. There's our Counterfeit Kit Club community, sorry. Counterfeit Kit Challenge. We should call it the Counterfeit Kit community is what we should call it. We're having a Zoom also on Saturday. I don't know when though. The details are all going to be posted in the group. We're also doing a little bit of a bingo, which is going to be fun. Okay, so these are the colors I chose. I felt like they're kind of darker. There's this speckled egg, vintage photo, prize ribbon for that dark blue, peel paint for the green, some hickory smoke for the gray and the black. Also a little bit of the antique linen for the yellow, and I thought it needed a little more color, so I pulled in fired brick. So those are my colors. And then the designs on the paper: wood grain, asymmetrical triangles, diagonal stripe, ledger, keys, brushed canvas look. There's like that siding, or it's like paint. There's this one that looks like kind of a brushed paint look to it. There's a repeating foliage. There's a map. There's a large flat, a small dot, butterflies or text, and text, butterfly on top of text right here. I love that one. Looks like a 49 market kind of paper. Torn papers right here on the edges of this one, and some half circles. So I went through my stash, and oh my goodness, did I find stuff. Oh, I found stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put my colors back, my inks. Always have to have a little bit of that black too. Okay, so we'll talk about ephemera here in a minute. And I've already used, cut up 3 of my sheets of paper because I did a layout already for Joanne. So here's that text, kind of mimicking this large letters, but I chose to go with like typewriters, and they're black and white with that kind of off-white cream color. So that was one I picked. I also used some of the dot because I just happened to decide to use it. I pulled this blue frame because I thought it would be cool to fussy cut it, and I really just love the bright blue, and it's cool. Okay, I pulled this text. See, it's got that brushed canvas look to it. It's got ledger paper look to it. It's kind of in that blue-green color family. Okay. This one is a repeated foliage. That was one of the ones that I wanted, and it's kind of that blue color. Now, here's the funny thing. This collection from, not this one, this collection from, called Simply the Best, from Pink Fresh, has the colors, mostly. It has a little bit of that orangey red that I pulled in. It's got a little more green than it does blue, but that's okay. It's got that kind of a yellowy green color. It's got a design with a plaid on it. It's got some masculine phrases. I mean, it talks about nature and having a good life and fun, and it's a good kit. So I actually had the whole kit that had the papers, the 6x6 papers, the stickers, the puffy stickers, I just had a whole kit. I had chipboard frames, and some pockets. So I pulled all of that, and that's in my kit. So that makes my kit gigantic because it's already got these 12 pages of paper in them. Okay, so they're fun. There's a lot of cut things on here that could be fussy cut, and I think that Pink Fresh does that on purpose. But I'm not necessarily a big on fussy cutting, but I do like that some of these have like the little beer symbol and the drinking. It's not because I drink, it's just because we go to a brewery sometimes and hang out. And so, yeah. Okay, so here's a dot. This is as close as I could get to that small dot that they had. Theirs was more of a tone on tone. This is actually blue. It kind of looks like a black though. And then I like that it looks kind of like painted up here at the top, and that's a Pink Fresh paper. This is also a repeated design. Okay, I pulled a lot of these from Kaisercraft that I had, which look like peeling paint more than the maybe the brush paint look. See, I also have this white one back here, but so I pulled this one as a blue. Here's kind of a green. Here's some of that red, that fired brick, repeated foliage. So it's got that design that I want, and I'm hoping that I can pull this in because I very rarely use this color. I do believe there were some butterflies somewhere. Yeah, the butterfly with the text. And I could fussy cut this, but it has butterflies on top of text, so it's perfect. It has a hint of those colors, and I thought it looked really cool. This one, because it is a little bit of the ledger paper, it's got that brushed vintagey look, so it's kind of got that grungy look. Here's more of the foliage, the birdies. I also really like this dot, but it's a really big dot, so it's probably not going to work. Here is a 49 Market. Looks like a brush canvas with, we've got butterflies and we've got layered text. And so in the colors have that kind of a dark green. So I thought it looked really good. I went with some repeated numbers instead of letters because I didn't have like a black and white letter other than the typewriter. So I went with this one. I like this one I had this last month when I was doing racing kind of photos for my son. Here's a page that's kind of some cut aparts. Has sort of that navy blue, has that goldish color yellow. It works pretty well. So I'm hoping that I can use that page. I think this is from Pink Fresh, and it's got the repeated circles. I went with this one first because I didn't know if I could find anything else that was half circles, but it's got the right color blue. It's really close to the speckled egg color. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I pulled that one as a repeated circle. Here's another repeated circle. This is actually from Hip Kit Club. Recent, I think March, the March kit. But I thought it was pretty cool. It has the dots, it has the circles. I mean, it kind of goes along with some of those designs. Plus, it's got that navy blue. This is as close as I could get to my half circles. The colors are kind of there. But it's got the half circles, like if you turn it like kind of maybe this way and fussy cut some of it, or, and I like that it says butterfly, it has text and it has foliage and it kind of just has those layers. Here's a repeated flower yellow design. So that was pretty cool. And then I pulled this one as a other option for a yellow repeated. This is also Hip Kit paper. It's a little more on the green side, but it'll work. It's probably got a little bit more blue in it than it needs to. Here's some maps. I pulled several different options for maps. I just really couldn't take anything out. It's just a big kit because I just couldn't say no to anything. So I kept it because it's got the blue map. We've got a grungy map here. I think this is Kaisercraft, yeah. And then we've got ones that are like documents, papers, ledger, it's called like desk or documented is what it's called. Actually, it's the back of the other one. So I had to keep those because I just love my maps. This one is a Bow Bunny, and again, layers, vintagey look, grungy kind of look with the splatters. It's got that wallpapery kind of look. I just love it. This was another option for that kind of white. There's like a white wood. But I thought that this corrugated metal was a really cool. I love this paper so much. Like I would probably keep this paper and have like 20 of them and use them everywhere because it's such a cool design. And then I also went with this one that had brick because it has some kind of graphic designs here. It also really goes well with that typewriter because it's in the same collection. It has the same colors that we're kind of going for, and it looks very natural, and I just thought it was really cool. Here's another neutral. There was a diagonal stripe, but it was a green, I think. And since I found this one that had neutral diagonal stripe, kind of grungy looking, kind of vintagey looking, I pulled it, and it's from 49 Market, I believe. The back is also very beautiful. It is always, those papers are just always beautiful. I could use them all the time, forever. Diagonal stripes, I pulled 2 different greens. Also really like these stars. Have no idea if I can use them this month, but I do really, really like them, and I hope I can use them. I don't know if I can, but I really like them. Again, text. So just had to pull some of that. Not exactly sure why I kept this one, but I really like it. Some more green text. I just love my neutral green text. When I was a quilter, did more quilting, I loved the fabric that we call low volume. And the low volume fabrics were the ones kind of like these. And Tim Holtz did a whole bunch of them. They're very neutral. There's a lot of text. There's a lot of, like, they read really, really soft and neutral, but and quiet. They're very low volume. But the stuff that's loud, like the bright fabrics, speaks a lot louder when the low volumes are next to it. So it contrasts with it, and it helps those bright colors really pop out. So that's kind of what I'm hoping what will happen with this neutrals in this kit. The funny part is that as much as I love these, I love the ones that kind of look photorealistic. Like they just look like an old wall, or an old brick wall, or an old peeling paint, or this wood, or this one that just does look like brushed paint on the background, but you don't have to actually paint anything. I'm hoping that I can add some other colors to it with my photos, with my ephemera, with my other pieces, to in some way make these a little more bright and have a little bit more pop to them. So that is my ginormous kit of paper, because I added that. I mean, I had like 38 sheets of paper before I even added in the Pink Fresh kit. And then the ephemera, let me go through that really quick. So I saw for the embellishments, I had cut out gold script, words I want to do on my Cricut, stars, half circles, buttons, and some quarter circle stencils. So I did pull some stencils. And the key, there was a key in there, and so I was very excited because I found a key in my Hip Kit Club ephemera, and I may end up pulling in some of my Hip Kit ephemera this month. So this is, again, from that Simply the Best collection. This is the chipboard frames. Here are some of the pockets with some phrases, and then I pulled in this whole bundle of like ephemera stuff from 49 and Market. It's all based on like a color. It's like this blue with the neutral. I love it. I just love that. I used a little one on my last layout. Here are the stencils I pulled in. This is from a Vicky Booten stencil. It's actually a layering stencil. So it has one that has circles, one that has this one, and one that has like little bursts kind of to make like a flower looking design. And then this one with like half circles in a square, which is pretty cool. Or quarter circles and half circles, or I don't know. I think they're halves. These are quarters. So that was part of the kit, the original kit. I have these alphas and from Cocoa Daisy, and these enamel dots from Cocoa Daisy. And then I also chose to allocate my Hip Kit Club Alpha, Chipboard Alpha, and Simply the Best Green Alpha. I like these because they were the right color to go with this blue. And then mostly Simply the Best. Here's the puffy stickers. I already used some of those. Here's some Ellie Edwards tags and labels, because there's some labels in the original inspiration ephemera. The original kit didn't really have a whole lot. These go along with that, one of those pages that I showed you, the Heidi Swap. And so they're kind of more about travel, but I like this one has a whole bunch of tags and labels, so I really like that. And some of the phrases were just kind of fun, so I like that. Here's the Simply the Best 6x6. And then there's a piece of transparency or whatever this one is from Ellie Edwards. It's got butterflies. There's a few 6x8 and one a little bit bigger piece that's from Ellie Edwards. And I don't remember who these are from. Maybe Cocoa Daisy, maybe Studio Calico. And then Simply the Best, just all the stickers, circle stickers, cardstock flare, and those other stickers. So that's kind of my ephemera. I might, like I said, if I want to feminize it a little bit, make it a little more girly, I might pull in some more from Hip Kit. I have this process. I start working on something and then I look around me and I grab other things that I have around me and I'll start using those. So I don't really limit myself. I have fun putting the kit together, and then I just try to do what I can do to make things. We definitely have some fun challenges going on in the group this month. So I really encourage you to check out the blog, because all of it will be posted on the blog if you don't do Facebook. And see what it is that we're creating as a design team and as an actual community, because the group is a really fun community. And I really hope that this inspires you to maybe put together a kit of your own. I'd love to see what you do. If you post on Instagram, please tag me, Peacecraft Love, and tag the Counterfeit Kit Challenge on Instagram. And then I hope you'll come by and look for us on our Facebook group. So until next time, I hope that you have a good day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.